What it do? So as you can tell from the title, I'm gonna be talking about the latest YouTube scam slash Telegram scam slash whatever. What else? What was the other thing? Anyway, so it's a YouTube scam that's been going around. I'm pretty sure it's been happening for a while now. It's definitely more prominent. Hopefully I'm using the right word. Prominent now since it's the holidays. Scammers and the scammers are out and about. Definitely going hard this year. I've literally been hit up like 4 or 5 different times from pages thinking they are the people that I follow, aka gabidemartino, nikidemar, who else? Life with Royalty, and Jessica Kent. Those are like some of the main channels that I follow, and it's so crazy because I'll put screenshots while I'm talking throughout the video of the messages that I received. It sucked because they, you'll comment on their YouTube video, whatever you comment normally, and next thing you know, you get a message, and it says it's from, the creator you're following, and it's like, hey, I have a surprise for you, message me on Telegram, or, what was the other one? It was Telegram, and it was another one. Telegram, WhatsApp, and then there's another one that they tell you to message them, like, oh, message me here, I'll send you information, you won something, or I'm gonna gift you something. No, next thing you know, I'll show screenshots while I'm talking throughout this whole video. Yeah, they, you download the app or whatever, and next thing you know, they're like, oh, type my name in the app, and my profile will pull up and message me or whatever. So, I do that and I message them. They're like, oh, hey, it's Gabby, or it's Nikki, or it's Jess. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. How long have you been following me? Blah, blah, blah. And they portray like they're the content creators that you follow, and then they're like, oh yeah, you want a prize, but you have to pay for shipping. Pay for shipping, but I want a prize. Make it make sense. So one of them they're like, oh, send me your mailing address and I'll get the info. So I send them my mailing address. What are they gonna do? It's a mailing address. I'm gonna be moving soon anyway, so send the information, like, oh, but you have to cover shipping. It's one of them said it was $150, $120. Another one was like, oh, shipping will be $150, $50. One of them was $25. I'm like, why am I paying for shipping when I won a prize? Like, why? Like, that doesn't make sense. And it's so funny because I've never seen any videos about the content creators that I follow gifting people anything. Nobody ever does a review like, oh, I won the gabidemartino prize, or I won the gabidemartino thing, and she said she was going to send me this box, and this is what she sent. Like, I've never seen anything like that. The only thing I have seen is people order stuff from like Life with Royalty. She has, hair, she sells hair and stuff. I've seen people do that, but that's different. And then Gabby, she had an antique shop. She was selling stuff through Instagram. That's different, because I watched their videos. Like, they did detailed video and stuff, so I know it's legit and stuff. Like, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people like, oh, so and so replied to my comment on YouTube. They said they had a prize for me, so I sent them money and they mailed it to me. Like, no, I've never seen anything like that. No, just no. And then another one is they will, oh yeah, also I forgot to say that when they message you initially, I'll put a screenshot right here, they'll be like, oh, send me a screenshot of when I selected you among my winners on YouTube. Then you send them a screenshot, of course, and then they're just like, oh, okay, how are you, blah blah blah, I was waiting for a text from you, blah blah blah. And one of them I messaged. I played along, you know, your girl's gonna play along, you know. I love a good scammer trying to scam. So funny. So I played along. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm really interested, you know, I'm such a fan, blah blah blah, but I won't be getting paid for another couple of weeks. And the person on the other end is like, oh okay, well that's fine. So I'm like, okay. But then watching their videos, because this conversation was supposed to be with the person that is going through a lot right now. Like, they're like literally in the process of moving, like they're going through a lot. So in my head I'm like, you are not, no, this can't be it. You're not like fiending for this little money. It's not, no. And then another one, the one that claimed to be gabidemartino, she was saying, oh, and they also said, they were like, this was the person claiming to be Gabby. She was like, oh, contact my logistics manager. She'll tell you what to do next. I was like, oh, well, you check out my channel. You don't have to subscribe. Just give me your opinion. She's like, oh, will do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So they send me, they're like, oh, you're among my first list, and you've been selected as a winner of the Dolce & Gabbana Sicily smaller leather shoulder bag. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, my God. And they were like, oh, here's the shipping information. Shipping will be, let me see, shipping, all right, I found it. It was like UPS expedited $80, UPS Express $90, FedEx International $100, FedEx International Priority $110, Campar International $120. Yeah, so of course I didn't message for like days and days and days. They're like, hello, once your shipping charges are cleared, you'll receive a mail with your shipping number and other shipping details. That don't even sound right. Okay, it doesn't sound right at all. And then I was like, scam, question mark, question mark, question mark? Okay, because your girl is not stupid, okay? Like, it's too good to be true that it is, okay? It's so sad because this is another thing that YouTube is working on. It's working on making it so people can't scam you, like people tried to scam me literally multiple times. They made it so you can't hide your subscriber count on YouTube anymore, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So we'll see about that. But yeah, this is just funny. Like, it's so funny because, let me see. I'll pull up the Telegram app. Yeah, because I'll just put a screenshot here. One of them, I was like, who is this? And she was like, it's me, Gabby. I'm like, oh, well, it changed your picture and it didn't say that was you. And the person on the other end was like, oh, that was the app. Yeah, right. And then the account that I was supposedly talking to Nikki on became a deleted account. Oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. Deleted account last seen a long time ago. It's so funny. And it's so funny because they're so convincing. Y'all, they're so convincing. They're so convincing. But it's so, Lord, it's so funny. Like, if I had a nickel. Okay, so one of the screenshots, you'll probably see it previously, but I'm gonna read it from my phone. It was from one of the YouTubers I follow, Jessica Kent. She was like, hey, I was like, hey, it's Queen Vlogs by Callie. I just saw your reply on YouTube. She's like, send me a screenshot. I sent it. She's like, oh, congrats, you just won an MacBook Air, Canon camera, and some skincare products. I'm like, wait, for real? And I'm not going to get into everything that I said because it was a lot. She's like, wow, that's awesome. Thanks for being part of my channel and grow. This is a little way of saying thank you. I'm like, okay, I'm going to my friends. We'll send you a video. We never sent our video because we got the chatting and, you know, all that stuff. And she's like, all right, I have a delivery agent that works with FedEx. He does all the shipping, but note that you will have to help in paying for delivery. I'm like, okay. And she was like, shipping priority $100 1 to 2 days, $50 for 2 to 4 days. Yeah, and it was just a bunch of BS back and forth. And then I was like, hey Jess, how are you? She sent me a heart. They sent me a heart back, and they were like, oh, I'm good. And I was like, oh, I'm all right. She's like, I'm good, how are you? She's like, I'm all right. And she was like, I'm waiting on your text. Did you get paid yet? It's so funny. I just can't. The scammers are out. Y'all, the scammers are out creeping and crawling, and oh my gosh, like they're coming up with ways to scam like every couple months. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm just so happy that I know what red flags to look for, and I'm just like, yeah, this doesn't sound. This doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound right. You know, my antennas was up. I was like, if I won, why am I paying for shipping? Make it make sense. So let me scroll back and let me see if I could find that, because I asked the scammer, I was like, why am I paying for shipping if I won? Hold on. Oh yeah, I found it. I was like, oh, so if I won, why am I helping pay shipping? And they were like, oh, that's just the process. I'm not sending it. It's through a company, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, they could have at least tried to come up with another explanation that made it more believable. Oh, shoot. There we go. That made it a little more believable, because it's like, come on now, y'all. Like, this happens every year. Every year, scammers come out with new ways to try to scam people. And this is just sad, because one of my friends actually, I don't know if he like does it, I think, yeah, he does this with somebody else. They have a business and they sell on Telegram, so it's like, this is ruining it for them when they're like a legit business and stuff. But it's just like, it makes you think, and it makes you look at like, don't believe any and everything people say. If it sounds too good to be true, then it usually is. You know, sorry, I had a hair up and it was really bothering me. But yeah, so I'm scrolling through some of these messages, and it's just like, it's just crazy. I'm like, do people really believe this? Like, yes, they really do. People really believe stuff like this, and they send these random people money and their personal information, and it's so sad. It's so sad. So sad. Oh, the name that first had Jessica Kemp, one of the YouTubers, it's now Paige Wassel, Wassel, so like a weasel. Lord, I just don't. Oh yeah, and after I put what was it, the shipping coordinator that was supposed to be working with gabidemartino, they messaged me, they're like, hello, and like a couple of days later I wrote back, scam, 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 question mark, and they haven't said anything, of course, yet. So yeah, this is just so funny. I had to share that with you guys. So please be aware, have your eyes out, pay attention, look for the red flags. Never send anyone your personal information. If they ask for to share, to help pay for anything, shipping, this, that, no, don't do it. Just don't. Alright, yeah, but that's it for this video. Sorry if it wasn't more detailed. I'm sorry if I went off on tangents a little bit, but I just had to get this out. It's really sad and messed up how they target people, especially during the holiday season, every year, every few months, every few weeks. Like, it's crazy. I literally been hit up the same way, like from 4 or 5 different YouTubers that I follow, and it's so sad. Like, it's sad. It's so sad. It's sad because people prey on the weak. They prey on the people with good hearts. They prey on the gullible. Like, so bad. It's so sad. It's so bad. That's why I had to make this video. I know I don't have that big of a following. Excuse me. I don't have that big of a following yet, but I will have a big following, and I want to help. I want to help my following. Like, I don't want people to get scammed. I don't want people to get taken advantage of. Like, it's just terrible. But yeah, just keep an eye out for the red flags, you guys. Never message a influencer or social media personality that you follow on another app. You know what I mean? Like, don't do what I did. Like, I just did it just to see if they would like talk and stuff, and I didn't give any real information. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing that could really be harmful or anything. But yeah, just look out for the red flags. Don't download another app to talk to them because it's not them. Don't ask for proof. Just, if it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Don't think these social media influencers, YouTubers, or anybody is actually going out of their way to message you, because honestly, they're too busy. Number one, they're shooting content, doing their business, doing their work. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, so you can still hear it, but not as bad or as loud. I'm so sorry. I'm right by the balcony, as you can see from the lighting. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Cali Gang. I really appreciate you guys. Please stay safe and blessed. Look out for those red flags. Please stay on high alert, especially nowadays, especially if you go out by yourself or in a group. Just stay on high alert. Make sure everybody stays together. You come together, leave together. Nobody leave with strangers. Don't just, yeah. If you go out in a group, stay in a group. If y'all decide to leave early, just leave early. Or just don't go out at all. Stay at home and hang out. You know, thanks for tuning in, Cali Gang. Please stay safe and blessed. Keep an eye out for scammers, the red flags. Just be on high alert, okay? Be on high alert. Stay safe and blessed. And I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.